Hey guys, Happy New Year! Today is New Year's Eve. I wanted to do a quick video just doing the Happy New Year's tag. I did this last year, and so I rewatched my video and oh my goodness, I'm glad that year is past us. And so I just wanted to do the same thing. I'm going to answer the same questions again for this year. Question 1. What do you plan to do for New Year's Eve? So tonight I will be hanging out at home with my husband. If you hear jingle bells, that's my new kitten. She's running around. She's got a bell on. Anyways, we are probably just going to watch a movie, play some games, stuff like that, ring in the new year. We're usually pretty casual on New Year's Eve because it's just so busy everywhere, so we usually just kind of stay in. Question 2. Do you have any New Year's traditions? Not really. I didn't have a very good answer for this last year. We usually play games on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Derek will do the traditional beans and cornbread meal. I don't usually eat that because I don't like it, but basically our tradition is to make it simple and to just do fun stuff together and not make it a big to-do. Question 3 is, what were your resolutions for the previous year? So last year I did really general resolutions because I wanted them to be easy to complete and easy to interpret so that I could say I've made improvements without it being a super structured thing. My resolutions last year were to get in a better sleeping schedule, to be more healthy and more organized. I think that the one that I did the best on overall is probably to be more healthy, and the one I did the worst on is probably to be more organized. I am hit and miss with my sleep schedule. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's really crappy. I'm not like 100% doing like super healthy things, but I have gotten a lot better this year on finding things that are healthy that I like, that I can do. It's just a matter of me getting on a better system of doing them regularly. I've started to eat more healthy stuff and drink more water and like green tea and things like that. So I think that I've done the best on that. Organizing has been quite a challenge. This past year we've had a lot of changes going on just with inside the house. For a long time there we had 1 or 2 or 3 people living in the house with us at a time, and now it's just us. That's been, I don't know, pretty early in this year we had that happen, and so we've spent this whole year just like swapping out things in rooms and changing what room is for what, and we still haven't totally nailed everything down, so it's still kind of a flop. Question 4 is, what resolutions do you plan to make for the upcoming year? I really haven't given this a whole lot of thought. I know that I want to get better at not just relying on quick foods. I have a really hard time like not making a plan and eating the right things. Come here, I'm moving around too much. This is Raven. Pause. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Do you want down? Okay, go play. I think that this year I want to be better at managing our finances and having a better like savings plan. I also want to be better at like balancing work and school and regular life. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. Those of you who do all of this on a regular basis are like, yes, it is, but I've had hit and miss with like the frequency of work while I've been in school, and this last year has been all over the board with me changing jobs and doing different jobs and adding that into doing more school, and so I would like to be better at managing my time for those things in 2015. Next question is, what was your favorite thing about 2014? I don't know how to answer this. It's funny because I think that there are a lot of things that didn't go very well this year. Raven, get out of the cup. And there were a lot of things that went well, but whenever it's the end of the year, it's like all I can think about are the things that didn't go well and how I hope next year is better. So the favorite thing about 2014 would have to be, hi baby, I don't know. 2014 was rough, guys. I mean, I don't know about you. Let me put the cat down. But this year wasn't awesome. I think that probably the best thing, it's funny because as soon as I said that, I thought of a few things. One, our small group at church, I've just been really blessed over the years a lot for different reasons to have a really good small group at church. And this past year we multiplied, and so we took one group and made it into 2 smaller groups, and that was a little scary. You know, we didn't really know how that was going to go. Raven quit. But I think that it's gone really well. I feel like that's just gone well all the way across the board, and so I think that was a really awesome thing that happened this year. Also, my childhood friend had her first baby this year, and that was just really cool to celebrate with her and think about her being a mom and thinking about her raising a child, because we grew up together, and it was just really exciting. We have another really close friend who's pregnant now, so we've just been lots of babies and things happening, and a lot of like health things that have actually worked out. We've had a couple of really serious situations with family and extended family just that have gone really well. Obviously that's not always the case, but I think those are the things that stand out the most for this year. The next question is, what are you most excited for 2015? I think 2015 is going to be the year of like that last step before you finish. I've got 3 more semesters of school, and so this time next year I will be entering my final semester of college, finally. So I feel like this year, with the spring and going to school this summer and in the fall again, it's just going to be a year of preparing to finish. And so with that being said, I have a lot of things that I'm going to be starting because I know that's going to be finishing. This year I'm going to be working on YouTube more, I'm going to be working on my blog more, I'm going to be getting resumes and things like that ready for whenever I graduate so that I can be prepared to go out next year, 2016, and get a job that is something that I'm passionate about, that I can use my skills and the things that I've learned with my English degree to just grow and do something good. I'm really excited about that. I think that 2015 is just going to be awesome. I have really high expectations, possibly because 2014 wasn't that great, and so I think that things just need to balance out. So I'm probably just the most excited for getting to the end of some things and starting new things next year. Okay, the last thing is to list your favorite song, movie, and book of the year. I don't give this like a huge, I don't sit there and go through all of the movies of this year, all the books, or all the songs, because that's just impossible. So it usually ends up being like my favorite song of the last few months of this year. That's gonna just have to be Blank Space. I'm not a huge Taylor Swift fan. I wasn't, but Blank Space is amazing. Some of her other songs on this new album are really awesome too, and that music video is insane. I was just really impressed, so that's definitely my favorite song this year. For favorite movie, I'm gonna have to go with Divergent. I was really looking forward to that movie, and it did not disappoint. It wasn't perfect, no adaptation is, but I absolutely loved that movie. I love that series, and so I just think that Divergent, the movie, was just absolutely amazing. Along that same avenue, I'm gonna have to go with 4 as my favorite book for this year. I'm sure that I could probably give you like a better range of options when it came to it if I had read a lot of books that were new that came out this year, but I definitely didn't with school, because I went to school even through the summer. I just didn't read that many new books. I read for fun, I don't know, maybe a handful of books this semester, so I don't have a huge range to pick from for books that came out this year. But regardless of that, I really enjoyed reading 4, just getting a little insight into his personality and his mindset, and learning a little bit more about before Trist came along. I read that book in just a couple of days, and so I think that's definitely what I would say is my favorite book for this year. Alright, those are all the questions for the Happy New Year's tag. I hope that you have a good New Year. I hope that you are just like totally ready for the new year. Raven quit. And that you are safe tonight, and that you make good choices, and all of those other parental things that I say all the time. And we will see you next year. Say goodbye. Look, Raven. Say bye. Bye, guys.